Button. Live. 1 second.
Hey folks, this is the blind dude out of my house at North Charleston, South Carolina. Just had to come in with a special report. Man, Syracuse and Clemson, did they finally have a good game? I think that Syracuse had upset them last year, and not only that, they did it. Clemson won the game with a third string quarterback named Chase Price. And this dude is amazing. And I think that Carolina, when they play Clemson in November, I think to still be the better team now. If Trevor Lawrence does not come back with an injury earlier in the first half, now I think Kelly Bryant's gone, um, but Chase Price, I still say that Dabo Sweeney is a master recruiter. And hats off to Clemson for they turn out to be the victor in a very hard-fought game with Syracuse. I was really rooting for Syracuse as a Carolina fan. You don't root for Clemson, but hats off to them. They won the game. I was sure that Syracuse would be with a veteran quarterback, the stronger team. But there were some smart plays like 4th down and 6, and he threw the ball perfectly for a first down. The defense was caught sleeping, and I try to tell Syracuse, please don't let me down, and please keep your eye on that quarterback. They didn't do it. They ended up losing the game, even though they had to lead all the game. But at least that gave Clemson and a good score or a good game. They could say that Syracuse was a scare that woke them up, that they had needed that confidence with a new quarterback. And also, I think they lost a defender there. But recruiting wise, I think Clemson did have the better talent and depth. So I'd say, and it was a home field advantage, but I hope Carolina wins. They're a point favorite against winning because Kentucky's got a point game. This reminds me of Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, where Tampa Bay was favored by a point. And I think that this might be a similar, and hopefully Carolina will have a good game tonight. And hats off to them if they come out the victor against Kentucky. Kentucky's always been a thorn in Carolina's side, and I know that in my heart I believe that Carolina could come up with a victory, and without injuries to Bentley or company, that he will have the better arm, and Debo and Rico and Brian Ruff will have great games. And that combo, we due for a win against Kentucky.
Options. Filters. Chat option. Switch camera. 0 watching now. Live. 3 minutes 36 seconds.
But this is a special report on Clemson win. Just happened. And I thought that it was a superb game. And it would be a victory. Congratulations to the coach at Clemson and staff. I think they did a fine job. And Syracuse itself is a very fine team, and they will do great things. Next week they'll have Pittsburgh, and I know that they will come out and play a great game, and we'll see what the point spread says with this game. Pittsburgh sounds to be the better school, but I don't know. I think Syracuse is going to come out the victor. They'll get over this win. After all, it's like when South Carolina played Georgia. They were third in the country, but we was cream. But Syracuse had heart, and I knew that they would sting and soften up Clemson. And of course, they did do that. They've got Trevor Lawrence, and he's injured, and there's no telling when he'll come back. Maybe in the Wake Forest, but I would reserve him in that game. Wake Forest is really nothing. Use Chase Price. Chase Price can win against Clemson and Wake Forest. So if it turns out to be a good game, that'll be great. Ohio State is playing tonight. That'll be interesting. And I think Ohio State will probably win it. And we'll see how it goes in that contest. But this was so great that Clemson, I thought for sure Syracuse had it. But who thought with the talented Chase Price coming out of high school can come out and be the victorious in his first ever game? And I know I didn't even look for the confidence level when that guy caught the ball for a first down on 4th and 6. So that really, maybe on the next game against Wake Forest, Clemson should think about using him in that game, and that might come out to be the winner. Um, all I could say is Mr. Sweeney has recruiting talent, and he knows who he likes to get. And my hat's off to them, and I hope they enjoy the victory. I know they're going to be partying, getting drunk tonight, and messing with the cheerleaders. So you better be careful. Talk to you later.
Finish. Live. 6 minutes 32 seconds.
But it's a good win for Clemson, and congrats to them. And I hope that success continues for Mr. Price. And Syracuse has nothing to be ashamed about, for they have great depth, great talent, and they are a really fighting team. And nobody can down them Monday on the Monday quarterbacking. For I will defend Syracuse because they are a great team. They have a fine spirit, and they didn't give up. But Wake Forest might give them a game now, knowing what they know. So they'll study them in this film, pretty sure Monday morning. And hopefully they'll win their game today. Wake Forest has a great team as well. Again, go to your house of worship God at 108 Dorchester Manor. Visit our church. 843-207-9915 is the phone number, and it's on Ashley Phosphate Road. Also support the National Federation of the Blind, and I am an artist now, a blind artist, only one in the world. Tell your neighbors, this is big news. And the news media don't want to know what news is when they won't cover it. But this is a blind artist and raising money for a building at the National Federation for the Blind Center, and is supposed to help blind people adjust for their sight, become independent and productive people by providing training for independent living skills, as well as training for jobs with the computer that talks, and they can go by audio, and they can work at home jobs and different things. It'll be a great opportunity for the blind to adjust to their sight, and maybe even have somebody to talk to about losing their sight, and maybe have somebody to keep them up and keep their spirit going, that life isn't over because you lose your sight. For I will teach blind art and teach them how to draw if the opportunity requires me to do so. And also, folks, I want to let you know that Christian Faith Publishing is my publisher. It's a good read. It's about what would happen to you if you lost your sight and you needed to be independent. And I met my guide dog Bailey. Bailey was a great guide, kept me safe, and you could buy it online or call Amanda at Christian Faith Publishing at 3809 extension at the phone number of 866-554-0919. You can call Best Choice as well and their number is 800-457-5058. My man is Clifford at push option 1. Call my number 800-784-4613 if you'd like to ever talk and leave a comment. So again, my hats off to the game today. Syracuse Clemson game was really good. And hats off to Clemson because Chase Price turned out to have a pretty good game. I think it was over 200 yards rushing. And Syracuse defense just didn't play as hard. And if they would have won the game. But it gave Clemson a scare. It gave Dabo Sweeney a scare at the half. He didn't know what to do. He had to regroup. And when they did, they won the game. They're a better team. Hats off. And great victory. Enjoy partying tonight. You deserve the rest tomorrow. Amen. Thank you. And may God bless America.
Finish. Button. Live. 11 minutes 8 seconds. Finish. Button. Finish. Alert. Are you sure you cancel? End.